Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you don't already know me, my name is Kaytlin O'Neill, and today we're gonna kind of spice things up a little bit. And I am going to share with you all how I got the job I have currently. And some of you follow me on Instagram, and I constantly get DMs and stuff about, oh my gosh, what do you do? Do you work for Disney? Do you live in Orlando or California? Like all of these questions, like how I got my job and things like that. And I thought that I would share because it's such a great story of how God works everything out. And so let's just jump right on into it. So about like 2 years prior to getting my job, I was already kind of like planning ahead. And I was planning and I was like, you know what, I'll probably get a job here and here. Cause first jobs, not really like, I'm not expecting to get anything great. Like, it's a first job type of a situation. And I was thinking, okay, I'll probably get a job with like my friends and stuff. That's fine, but kind of planning ahead. Well, I've kind of had this in the back of my mind through like the past like 2 years prior getting my job. And that was okay because it was in the back of my mind. I didn't have to get a job yet. Well, closer to the summer prior to getting my job. And so my mom came up to me randomly and she was all excited and she was like, so I saw this lady on Facebook and she gets to dress up like Disney princesses. And I messaged her and said, hey, do you have an opening? My daughter would love to work with you. And I'm sitting here like, this is so random. I'm like kind of getting ready almost to start maybe moving the direction of my plan of getting the job I had planned to get, whatever. And I'm sitting here and my mom's showing me all this stuff and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like the absolute perfect job for me. Because ever since I was little growing up, it's been dance and theater and singing and just all of the fun theater and acting things. And that's just like my heart's desire. And that's something that I've just always loved. And so she tells me about it and she said, yeah, I contacted her like 2 months ago. I didn't get a response yet. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, okay, so what did she say? And my boss, she said, could you send your daughter's resume and headshot? So, and then I made my first resume. That was a stressful situation, not going to lie, but hey, it was my first resume. That was definitely a whole experience. And so I literally made my resume, we sent my headshots, and we were sitting there, and I was like, this would be absolutely be the perfect job. Like, absolutely perfect. And how I wasn't even thinking, like this wasn't even a thought. And how this was just like came out of nowhere. And so basically my boss, she contacts us back and she says, I would love to have an interview with your daughter. And when can we set it up? So I was ecstatic. And we set up an interview. And basically by the end of the interview, she was saying, so when can you start? And that is how I got the job as a party princess that I am now. And that's why you get to see all my fun pictures on Instagram and stuff. I just wanted to share this story because I feel like it was such a testament of God and what he loves to do for us. And how I had my eyes set in the back of my mind. Oh, I had it figured out. I had a plan, whatever. It was great. It wasn't like super in motion, but it was a plan. Because we like to plan things because we don't like things being out of our control. We want to have pretty much every area covered just in case, for that rainy day. But how I had this plan, but God already knew what was going to happen. He already had this set in motion. He already knew what I was going to be doing. And he not only blessed me with such an amazing job, and a job that not only lets me act and get to dress up and do makeup and all of those fun like theater acting things, but also I get to make little kids happy. I get to brighten all these little girls and boys' days by showing up and getting to play with them and to getting to do activities and singing and dancing, and how those are all such desires of my heart because I have such a passion for kids and acting and theater. that he orchestrated this all for his good. And he orchestrated it all knowing that his plan was the better plan for me. And that was such a cool thing to step back and look on like after the fact, because I so saw the hand of God in it and saw that I don't have to figure out the next move. I don't have to figure out the next step of my life because God already has it. And it's so much better. Oh my gosh, it's so much better in his hands than my hands. And if we just give over every single area of our lives to God, how he wants to use it above and beyond. All we have to do is give it to him. And he literally will give us the desires of our heart, and his way is the best way. And I thought this was such a great testimony for that, to show that our plans might be great. They might work out fine, but wouldn't you want above and beyond the best? Like, we always think that our plan, God, it's too risky being in God's hands. It's too risky. I guess it would be good, but I don't know. It could get kind of risky. No, God literally has the absolute best for us. And I wanted to give all of y'all this story and this encouragement because I've been getting a lot of questions about it, but also because I wanted to show the deeper meaning behind it. It's not about the job and it's not about what I get to do, but it's just God working it all out for his good, and how much God wants to bless us and how much he has in store for you, and how he just loves us so much to delight us of the desires of our heart. And I wanted to share this with y'all. I hope you enjoyed. If you want more videos like this, then comment down below. And follow me on my social media so you can see fun pictures of my job being a party princess. And I will see you all in the next video. Have an amazing week. Bye.